Welcome everyone. I'm Mike Jacka with Real Estate Promo, and I'm really excited to be coming out to the Portland area to talk to the Northwest REIA. I'm going to be there on Thursday night to talk about estimate repairs, and we're going to be covering how to get the mail, the maximum allowable offer, and the most important part is figuring out what's the repair budget on a property, how to be able to do that quickly and accurately with confidence. So we're going to spend Thursday night talking about that. But on Saturday, I want to take things to the next level. And this is over the years I've learned that this is a very easy system to teach people how to figure out the repair budget on a property in a quick manner to get an accurate number. But then I noticed people would start losing it at that point because they would get this number, but what they were struggling with is finding what the after repaired value of a property is. Not the as-is value, but the after repaired value. So you're taking a junker, we're going to put $40,000 into it, turn it into mint condition. Well, what's it going to be worth? Okay, well, if you don't have access to the MLS, this is a number that's very hard for a lot of people to get. So I'm going to show you some tricks on how to get the after repaired value. Now we're going to take things to the next level. Once we got the ARV, the repairs, we do the formula, which is pretty simple to figure out. We're going to cover this in more detail on Thursday night. And we'll cover a little bit more on Saturday morning. We'll get to our offer. This is basically our cash offer. Well, that's all good and fine if you're only dealing with bank REOs and the only number they want is your cash offer. But what if we're dealing with a regular seller or a distressed or a motivated seller where there's no realtors involved and we have a lot more flexibility, and maybe they can't accept an offer of $100,000. Let's say they do have a $200,000 after repaired value, and they believe it's worth $200,000, and we come in with a $100,000 all cash offer. Well, it may make sense to us, and I'm going to show you some tools that are going to help us show the sellers why that number makes sense. But I'm also going to share with you my favorite strategy is rather than giving them a $100,000 or what we call a lowball offer, how to soften the blow and give them multiple offers to choose from. And we can do that when we're not dealing with bank REOs. Because this is our cash offer. So if we're going to put up cash for the property, if we're going to get a hard money loan, or even using private money, this is the number we need to work with so we can buy the property at 100, put our $40,000 in, plus with closing costs and holding costs and all the other expenses, we're going to be into this property for 160 or so. And if we do sell it for 200,000, well, we'll make a tiny little profit. Okay, but that's if the sellers are willing to take a lowball offer. Well, what if they're not? Okay, and this is where a lot of investors struggle and they don't know what to do at the next step. And that's where I make multiple offers. So I might make an offer of $100,000 cash, and I'll tell the seller, look, based on our formulas, this is the best we can do if it's all cash. But if we can get a little creative and we can work with terms, I can pay you a bit more than the $100,000. I might be able to pay you, say, for example, $125,000. Well, the sellers might like that a lot more than the 100. Okay, now in order to do this, we have to trade off and get terms. So I might come up with an offer where it's going to have a little bit of a down payment and then a long-term payoff. I might even offer them $150,000. Okay, so now I'm giving them multiple different offers. I'm giving them the cash offer of 100. I'm giving them an offer of 125 with a little bit of a down payment and some terms. And maybe I'm giving them $150,000. Now, if we look at the numbers, 150 plus 40, and the property is worth $200,000. For those who are smart and know the math, you know that that's actually an upside down number. Well, when you understand creative seller financing and how to create different types of terms, that does not matter what we're paying for the property. Now it's more important that our terms, not the price. And so I use all that on constructing multiple different offers. And on Saturday, we're going to go through the different formulas on how we do that and how we come up with multiple different offers. And then we give the seller the options to which one they choose. If they choose, you know what, I want the all cash and I want it now, okay, great. We've got a formula here to get to that number, one that will get approved from the hard money lenders, or we can go to our private lenders and they'll be comfortable with those numbers. If, on the other hand, they're concerned about price and not getting their cash right now, we can pay a lot more for the property. We just need to structure the terms differently. And I'm going to share with you on Saturday, February 6th, how to structure those terms in different manners that even if you're paying almost retail for a property that needs a full renovation, how you can still make as much, if not more money, if they would have accepted the $100,000 cash offer. Because when you understand terms, The value in the deal is in the terms, not in the price. And I'm going to show you how to extract the value and get the maximum amount. You can actually make more money on these properties in the long run if you learn how to structure the terms properly. And it gets to the point where I don't care which one of these offers the seller accepts, I'm happy with any one of them. And here's the thing I learned over the years. If I truly want the seller to accept my $100,000 and I just make a $100,000 offer, I've got maybe a 10% chance of them accepting my 100. But when I give them multiple offers, now these have different types of creative terms, and then they have to think about it. They might like this number, but because it's not cash today, it softens the blow or makes it easier for them to accept this. And I've learned over the years that when I make multiple offers like this, then a lot of times they tend to take this $100,000 offer probably in the neighborhood of 50% of the time, because I'm giving them multiple options versus only about 10% of the time when I'm just making them a lowball offer. So that's what we're going to cover on Saturday, February 6th, is how to structure all of this and present this offer to a seller in a manner that it works for them, and also how to negotiate to find out what this number really needs to be, that it would be an acceptable number for the seller. So there's a little bit of an art on that. So we're going to spend all day Saturday figuring out how to get the value of the property, and then how to come up with multiple different offers to structure to present to the sellers, and then put that into a form of a letter of intent. So that's what we're going to be covering on Saturday, and with that, I look forward to seeing you guys in Portland.